Hello students, today we are going to start our new chapter, chapter 8, which is from geometry, triangles. You all have studied in your prior standards, means 6th and 7th and 8th standard, about the triangles. So this topic is already known to you. So first of all, let me ask you one question. Do you know that how many parts are there of triangles? Okay, just now we cannot discuss, so I am giving you answer that triangle has total 9 parts. It has 3 sides, 3 angles and 3 vertices. It means there are total 9 parts. Now some properties of triangles which we are going to study here, which is kind of revision. So you can see here, first property, if the sum of two angles is 90°, the angles are called complementary angles, and if their sum is 180°, they are called supplementary angles. I think students, this is very much known to you that the sum of two angles is 90, then they are complementary, and if it is 180, then they are said to be supplementary. You can see the figure 8.03 here, that the straight line is given and OC is the ray in which it is divided. Okay, now the next is two adjacent angles are said to form a linear pair of angles if their non-common arms are two opposite rays. You can see here in the figure, student. Here you can see in the figure that BA is a straight line and O is the point from where OC is the ray. And so here from two adjacent angle, that is COB and COA, are two adjacent angle which form a linear pair. Okay, and they are the two opposite rays. Here OB and OA are two opposite rays and they are forming two adjacent angles, and the straight line BOA is forming a linear pair. Okay, so always students, when the sum of linear pair of angles, here you can see AOC and BOC, two angles, their sum is always 180°. You have to remember all this concept, that the sum of a linear pair of angles is always 180°. Now you can see your next topic is that the sum of all the angles on the same side of line at a given point is 180°. Means if we form so many angles, then also the sum on the linear pair of all the angles is equal to 180°. Here you can see the figure in which there are four angles formed, angle A, B, C and D. So sum of all the four angles, because they all lie on the straight line. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 180°. So the sum of all the angles on the same side of a line at a given point is 180°. Now the next is the sum of all the angles round a point is 360°. Now suppose there is a point O and there are so many angles formed. Here you can see the example X, Y, Z, A, B, C. 6 angles are formed around the point O. So the sum of all these angles must be 360°, always equal to 360°. If the sum of the adjacent angle is 180°, then the non-common half of the angles are in a straight line. Means the converse. If two angles or three angles form 180°, then they must lie on the straight line. Means the converse part is also true. If two lines intersect, then the vertically opposite angles are always equal. That also we know, that if two lines are there, AB and CD, it form four angles, but the opposite angles formed so are always equal in measure. Here you can see that AOC is equal to BOD and angle AOD is equal to BOC. They are forming opposite angles of two intersecting lines. Let us see the figure and understand. You can see figure number 8.04. On straight line AB, four angles ABCD are formed, and sum of all these four angles is equal to 180 degree. See the figure number 8.05. There are six angles formed ABC, XYZ, and they all round the point O. So here the sum of all these angles is equal to always 360 degree. See the figure 8.06. Here you can see the two intersecting lines AB and CD intersect at point O. So here total four angles are formed: AOD, AOC, COB and BOD. But the opposite angles, that is AOC and BOD, are equal in measure, and AOD and BOC are always equal in measure. So by two intersecting line we get always two pairs of angles equal in measure. You have to remember these properties for a long time, students, because for this chapter and for the whole geometry this triangles concept are very important for you. So here you can see the important properties. Now next property is the sum of three angles of a triangle is equal to two right angles. It means here if in a triangle we all know there are three angles. So suppose in triangle angle x plus angle y plus angle z is always 180 degree. This is said to be angle sum property for our triangle. We all know this. Again recall this again, because this is revision kind of things and you have to remember it for a long time. Now next is, if a side of a triangle is produced, the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. This is known as exterior angle property, which you have studied in standard 8 or maybe in 7th. So here you can see that one angle is exterior angle. Suppose angle 4 is exterior angle, and angle 2 and angle 3 are two interior opposite angles. Then the sum of angle 2 and 3 is always equal to angle 4. The next is an exterior of a triangle is always greater than either of the two interior opposite angles. It means exterior angle, here you can see in number 9, exterior angle is 4, which is always greater than in measure than the angle 2 and angle 3. So this you have to remember, that exterior angle is always greater than the other two interior opposite angles. This exterior angle property and angle sum property you have to remember for a long time, which we are going to use in many solutions of our maths. You can see now figure 8.07. In this, triangle is given, ABC triangle, XYZ are the three angles. So sum of these three angles is always 180 degree. And see figure 8.08. Angle 4 is exterior angle of triangle ABC, and angle 2 and angle 3 are interior opposite angle. Angle 1 is the linear pair forming, but 2 and 3 are interior opposite angles. So here angle 4 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3, and always angle 4 is greater than angle 2 and angle 3, which you have to remember. So here angle ACD is greater than angle A, and angle ACD is also greater than angle B. Angle ACD is our exterior angle, and angle A and B are the interior opposite angles. Now next 11, the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. That we all know, students, the quadrilateral has four angles and the sum of them is always 360 degree. Angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z plus angle A is equal to 360 degree. Let us understand it by figure here 8.09. Angle ACD exterior angle, and angle A and angle B are two opposite angles. So angle ACD is always greater than angle A, and angle ACD is always greater than angle B. Figure 8.10, you can see a quadrilateral in which four angles are there, and sum of the four angles is always 360 degree. So let us move on to next topic, that is types of triangles. Now there are types according to sides and according to angles. Let us study first about types of triangles by sides. You already know the types, but again revising it, we have three types of triangles according to sides. First is scalene triangle. When all the sides of a triangle are unequal, it is called a scalene triangle. Means when in a triangle, three of the sides of a triangle are different, then you can say it is scalene triangle. Second is isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. Then we can say it is isosceles triangle. Two sides of triangle are equal. Then when all the sides are equal, it is called an equilateral triangle. In a triangle, if three of the sides are equal, we can say it is an equilateral triangle. So you have to remember now the types of triangles by sides. Three types: scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle. Let us understand by the figure. Scalene triangle, you can see all the three sides are unequal. Okay, isosceles triangle, you can see here two sides are equal, that is AB is equal to AC. And in equilateral triangle, AB is equal to BC is equal to AC, means three of the sides are equal. Now you can see in the figure number 2, isosceles triangle students, if AB is equal to AC, means the sides are equal, their opposite angles are also equal. That is our one property of triangle, that if in a triangle two sides are equal, the opposite angles are always equal. And equilateral triangle also three of the angles are always equal. Now by angles we see our types of triangle. First is acute angle. If all the angles in a triangle are acute, then it is said to be acute angle triangle. If one of the angles of a triangle is obtuse, it is called an obtuse angle triangle. Now some of the students might have that type of impression that in obtuse angle triangle all the angles are obtuse. But you think, is it possible that in a triangle all the three angles are obtuse? No, only one angle is obtuse, then we say it is an obtuse angle triangle. Now third is, if an angle of a triangle is a right angle, it is called right angle triangle. We all know right angle means 90 degree. One of the angle in a triangle is 90 degree, we say it is right angle triangle. And the side opposite to right angle is called the hypotenuse, means this is the longest side of a triangle, right angle triangle, which is opposite to 90 degree. That you have to remember, it is called hypotenuse. Let us understand by figure. First triangle ABC, you can see all angles are acute angles, so that is acute angle triangle. Second figure, you can see angle ABC. Angle B is an obtuse angle, so triangle also called obtuse angle triangle. And see the figure third, angle B is 90 degree angle, so the triangle is said to be right angle triangle. And you can see opposite to angle B, side AC, and that side AC is known as its hypotenuse. Okay, now all the sides completed. Now about perimeter. Any figure you see students, the sum of the sides of a figure is its perimeter, and the half of the sum of the sides is called its semi-perimeter. Here if we take any triangle, then three sides of triangle AB plus BC plus CA is called its perimeter. And if we want to talk about its semi-perimeter, then semi-perimeter of a triangle is denoted by small letter s, and it is denoted as S is equal to small a plus b plus c upon 2, that is sum of the three sides of a triangle divided by 2 is known as its semi-perimeter. Triangles are also, in a triangle also we have to find perimeter and sometimes semi-perimeter. Okay, next time we will continue.